Good morning, everyone, or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in this beautiful world. How are you all? I hope you are well. So there's a lot going on here on my end, and is all I can say. So, all right, I'm addressing people in the chat on, hey Daphne, I'm gonna start at that point. Okay, so hello. So I hope you are good. Thank you all for joining. You may hear one of the detectors screaming and I can't locate it. I got up on the ladder attempting to take one of them down and it almost took me down. So I was like, yeah, not a good move. So let's leave the ladder over there. Let's wait for the husband to handle that tomorrow or tonight when he gets in. So, yes. What a week we have had for Sussex Squad, I tell you. I hope they enjoyed them. And in fact, Nora was too funny. She did a live yesterday, her coffee chat. You can't hear me? What happened?
No sound? No, I may have to. Oh, I see what it's doing. My internet. I have a lot going on here. Hi, Hilda, channel member. So I've greeted all those that were here prior to all the go. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship. Scholarship and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. As we do on Sussex Saturday, I love to read Harry and Meghan's, the quote that they have. It's one of my favorites of theirs. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. This is on Archetypes. No, it's on Archwell's website, so you can always find it out there. All right, so Talk Tuesday, or on Tuesday the 4th, Archetypes dropped. Thank God it's back. And for, let's see, I'll go here. So the topic was the demystification of Dragon Lady. And it's the depictions of, hopefully you all are catching up. I'm looking at my YouTube side, so it is a little bit of a lag. I'm not sure what is going on. So the demystification of Dragon Lady, which talks about the depictions of Asian women and just looking at how they can limit it as well as redefine and all that good glory stuff. And there, as with what Megan does, she has an expert speak on the topic. And Nancy Wang Yen was the feature sociologist. And this is a picture of her, and hopefully YouTube will catch up. But this is the young woman who graced us with her knowledge. And yes, it seems to be taking quite a bit of time to, I see what's happening. All right, there we go. And then there was some chatter from the Rhoda and some headlines coming out of the UK that were speaking ill of Meghan and the topic, and just slamming the podcast as usual. And then Lisa Ling released this picture, and I thought it was awesome. Because she doesn't look upset that Meghan was discussing this topic. She looks very happy, as well as Lisa's daughter was in the picture. So we heard her beautiful voice at the end of the podcast interview. So I just wanted to share that little bit. Also speaking in relation to Archwell, they were congratulating youth activism movement to design a safer internet. Now, I need to ask those in the UK, is the word scheme only used to say that something shady feel and realize change by gifting to someone. And yeah, it was kind of, you nominate the person and they go through that process. And it starts them young just to give them that feel and that understanding. And there was, $1 million backed to this. So the headlines coming out of the UK are a little disgusting to me, but that's typical. So here it gives you more. The Ving Project, teamed up, and if you read, it says the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but it is always labeled something to do with Meghan, like Harry's left off and Meghan's behind something. But yeah, anyway, teens of the age 14 to 18 were asked to nominate a woman who inspired them. And that person, was gifted or a grant of $1,000. So I think it's awesome. And they said that it was inspired by Archetypes, the podcast. So yeah, it's just a wonderful thing. And I hate that the UK media always tries to turn whatever she's doing, and it is usually 100% usually Meghan that they're slamming, into something bad. And I think this is awesome. They need to put their money where their mouths seem to always be. Okay. In other people's business. All right. Now, big topic that is on the thumbnail. The word dropped. See, people need to understand Harry don't play. And they should already know this by now. But I guess, these tabloids, and there's been hints of this particular lawsuit for a while. So it was announced a group of British celebrities, Elton John, Prince Harry, Elizabeth Hurley, etc., are suing the tabloid, the Daily Mail. Now, this Daily Mail should be tired of lawsuits. That's what I'm going to say. I don't even know how these tabloids survive, but they do. And yeah, they've done some pretty heinous things. So it's invasion of privacy. And I'm sure, knowing Harry especially, and the others, they have their receipts of the dastardly deeds that, the Daily Mail has been doing. So, this tabloid is not above trying to hire people to slander Meghan, or even, going through back to her childhood, trying to find people that have some, ill will or will take the dangling carrots and speak ill of her. But yeah, invasion of privacy, alleging the company accessed their bank records and listened to their phone calls. And, of course, the tabloids saying unsubstantiated, but they have their receipts. There are headlines that were printed. And many times some of us are like, how do they know that information? How would they even know that? Now, mind you, how did you get their numbers? For one thing, you had to access some information that you weren't supposed to have. Yes, so it made its news, and, many different outlets were covering it. And yeah, so Byline Investigates is also. And I like that they give a lot of information. So if you're on Twitter, follow them. They do have a website, and I'll have to get it and provide the link to everybody. So Baroness Dorian Lawrence, who is the mother of murdered Stephen Lawrence, is also suing, along with a host of others. So Elton and his husband are suing. And yeah, it's going to be a case to watch for sure. We know that Meghan won her privacy case. And so, yeah, we're going to stand by and watch this one unfold, given all the players that are involved. All the plaintiffs, yes. So a SQUADDIE, switching gears, a SQUADDIE did this nice collage. So, of course, you can't see the years. My bad. But it's, let me see if I take the banner off. Oh, there you go. 2020, 2021, and then in 2022. Power, power, power. Love it. So I had to snag it. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put the banner back up and go to the next. Now, the 2022 pictures really sent people into a tizzy. I'm loving it because it is gorgeous. But that look on Harry's face. Now, mind you, this was taken when they were in the UK in early September before the untimely death of his grandmother. Mm-hmm. And this one is probably one of my favorites because it can say so many things. Megan's so sweet. She wouldn't say the things that I would say, but I'm just, yeah. I'll let your imagination run wild on what I think she's saying. All right. We found out the other day, yes, there was a date night for Harry and Meghan with Hawaiian singer Paula Fuga, and she shared this information. So let me just say, I saw some TMZ pictures out on Twitter, shared by Squad. Hey, share what you would on your timeline. Just understand TMZ is no different than the UK media that you're always screaming about, so be mindful of that. Get it from the source or squaddies that, here Paula shared hers, and she's a Hawaiian singer, and she was excited. She had me cracking up the video. I'm not going to play it. You can go out on Instagram to see it and also see some of her content. But here are the pictures, proof. Mm-hmm. Harry in his casual attire that many just are hoping he would retire, but he's there, he's happy, and there was a big group of people, and yeah. Let's continue on. I'm going to jump into comments before we get into trash time, but hello to everybody that has joined since. I've been babbling on, and there is the runner-up. I see her in the chat, and now, so I want to do this because I didn't get a chance. So I'm going to highlight her name, and I'm going to just really quickly, y'all go with me. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! So welcome, Nora, the Stock Explorer. She's the newest channel member. Mwah, to you. She was also the runner-up from the 3,000 sub giveaway. So, and she's enjoyed some of her prize. There you go. I'm glad that she has. I want to. I said I was coming into the comments. Let me look at this. And she's like, Starbucks, too funny. All right. Hey, Tia, how are you? Woo. All right. Hey, Marshall. Hi, Angie. MJ. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I'm scrolling back through comments, everybody. Prudence, Claudia. Let's see who else. No. How are you? Joseph. Ma Jones. How you doing? Rochelle. Ed. Okay. Diane, channel member. How you doing? All right. Did I see a message come up from you? Let me see. I don't know if I saw it. I know it was on the other side. I was in, there it is, YouTube, and it tried to snatch it away. So let me just look. Sending Sussex love and strength to all. It's been a great Sussex week. Keep praying for the Sussex's protection. Thank you, Diane, and thank you also for being a member for 9 months. Yes, yes. You had a membership message. I sent it to you in IG. Is that the one that I just read? Oh my goodness. I did see it, and then I, of course, start getting into my talk mode, and I thought I missed it. So let me check IG to be sure that is the one that, and thank you, sis, for looking out for me. Yes, that's the one. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. Joan, I'm glad. Use it. Look, use it and be happy. That's the key right there. To be happy and use it however you wish to. Okay. There it is. There's her comment there. I'm going to Amazon Prime Day. Yeah, that's coming up. All right. So I was trying to catch a few comments. Again, thank you, sis. Hey, Vanessa. Cookies and cream, channel member, and AKA my manager. Olive, hello. I don't know if I saw your name earlier when I was scrolling back through. Oh, this thing is going to, let's see, Elaine. Blessings to all. The British press are some of the most racist in the world. The Windsors could control them if they wanted to. Yes, they could, but then all their skeletons would come out of the closet, which they're fearful of, although we know they're trash, but I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah. One day they will come out. You figure King C3s came out decades ago when, his now wife and him and those audio tapes were splashed all over the place. Yeah. So his eldest son and heir put a gag order on the media. Otherwise, they would be telling all his stuff. And that's what I'm waiting on hearing. Ladybird, the haters upset Harry and Meghan not holding hands in those date night pics. Are these people, they're upset that they're not holding hands? He had his arm around her waist. Does that count? Like, what do they want? First of all, we wouldn't have seen those pictures, especially the tabloid TMZ released ones. I didn't really care for them because it was captured at really private moments. You have a cup to your mouth, you're sipping, and then here goes people creating their narratives of what's in the cup and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let them have some time out there. The pictures that I shared that were shared by an artist that was there with them hanging out, they were together with her. Yeah, that's a lot different, but that's just my personal opinion. Okay. Yeah. I'm just do. Oh, Kat, congratulations. And channel member, I don't see you. I didn't see your name as I was scrolling. Oh, there you are. There you go. 6 months. Okay, that's awesome. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Valerie, how are you, namesake? Yes. Hope you were doing well. Yes, thumbs up if you can, please. Dolores, Harry and Meghan deserve the night out. Time to relax and smile. Exactly. After the weeks that they went through, being stuck in the UK beyond the time period that they had wanted to be. Yes. During the, quote, mourning period, when people were still briefing against them, some mourning period. Some quote, family, end quote. Elaine, oh my goodness. Thank you for the super sticker. You're too much. Okay, here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, sis. She's keeping me straight with these messages because I'm not seeing the highlighted, which I'm a little pissed at StreamYard for this, not showing the highlighted messages because they used to. I appreciate the super stickers and all that, but I need to be able to see the highlighted messages too without bouncing back and forth and to and fro and all that other stuff. And yeah. I'm just saying. All right. Leave it at that. You take from that what you wish with the heir apparent now. I'm just going to say it that way. Thank you on we go. Woo! Lord, this is going to be a short. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. It rain, rain. All right. Thank you, Nora. All right, y'all are channel members, so y'all are giving your support in so many ways. But thank you so very much. Okay. So we're coming up on that favorite time. But before we get there, I do want to say that, yes, the Queen of Denmark catching so much heat for her decision and has now apologized to her 4 grandchildren of her second son for taking away their prince and princess, although they will be, counts and countess. Yeah. So she's not changing her decision. She just apologized that it hurt them. So, yeah, it is. We behave. Let me get into trash time here. All right. Your favorite time, trash time. All right. There's quite a bit to cover. Well, not really quite a bit, but there's enough to cover. Just saying. Just saying. So first things first. As I was saying, they can't be upset in one hand about the picture that Harry and Meghan released when you write headlines like this that say the picture that tells Harry and Meghan there's no way back. The first official portrait of King Charles with Queen Consort Camilla alongside William and Kate, which he didn't use their titles. Shady. Carries an air of finality, writes Richard Kay. So why are you so upset when the picture that the photographer released? Why are you so upset at the pictures of Harry and Meghan if you're trying to say that there was finality? And Harry and Meghan's response is in a sweet way. Go shag yourself. I'm just saying. Okay. The UK, the Rota shouldn't even be concerned what Harry and Meghan are doing. They said that as of April 2020, they weren't going to be following them. They weren't going to be writing about them. They lie. Liars. Because here we are it will be 3 years in April that Harry and Meghan left. Whew. I'm telling you. Okay, so while Squad was celebrating the return of Archetypes, some were not so pleased. And this headline, so, another UK related piece of paper that really should be used for the bottom of bird cages, or, if you run out of toilet paper, I'm just saying. After a month of glorious silence, they spoke their truth. And it wasn't Meghan speaking for. She started out giving you a history of the culture that she was raised, LA is made up of when she was younger. And it also, in one little aspect, helped give you an idea of why she's such a foodie. There's a lot of cultures, and she was, given the opportunity to live amongst all that and soak it up. So when she has Asian Americans, actresses, comedians speak on how the portrayals are in Hollywood, then there's headlines saying other. Like, you've got to be kidding me. She attacks caricatures of Asian women in film. Shouldn't we all? I mean, honestly, shouldn't we all? Why would anyone just stand by and just keep patting people on the back? Good job. No, you have to step forward and speak on it at some point in time. You just have to. So it's just amazing to me how one group of people, squad, can listen, and even those not in squad will listen to that podcast and be enlightened and be empowered. And then you have these crazies out here just talking all silliness, just silliness. So I had asked before about the word scheme, how it's used in the UK, because I'm a little over how it is used in the UK. Megan wants to empower young adults through $1 million charity scheme. How is this scheme? To me is shady. You're doing something underhanded. So I need to understand in the UK, hi Elaine, is scheme meant to be some, wonderful little, it's just, I don't even know how to put it into words because I don't like that word. Just saying. So I will look for Elaine to drop a little comment along the way. Just educate me a little bit. Just educate me. Thank you for the share, Nora. Thank you. Let me see here. Sylvia, Mrs. VS. Those people on that small island are truly jealous of Megan. Well, it's a certain group of people at the top of the food chain, royal family, who won't say anything about it. They will speak out on all this other stuff that happens every once in a while, or show up at protests when they shouldn't. And that's okay. But they will never, and they have not yet, ever step forward to say stop. Megan, Queen's words, Megan and Harry and Meghan are beloved members of the family, whatever. King C3 is like, I love them and wishing them well and whatever. Stop the media and then maybe we'll believe some of your crap that's falling out of your mouth. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, here we go. It's not the word, it's the way it's used. It's being used in a derogatory term. Okay, thank you. I wanted to be sure because I know different countries, the words could have different meanings, and I just want to be sure that I was not, jumping to conclusions. Thank you for that clarification. So it is how I took it. How does encouraging teens, 14 to 18, to look around their community, their inner circle, who inspires you? Who would you like to receive $1,000 grant? And that's a scheme. The mindset behind these tabloids is just unbelievable to me. Unbelievable to me. So let me just come back up here for a moment because the next stuff that I share, could be a little triggering. It was a little triggering for me, but this is the world we live in. Gwendolyn, Sylvia, absolutely clueless. Kate can't sell anything with her hateful self. Yeah, and they need to get over it. Hey, Claudia. Archetype is global. It is global audience. And I mean, people are just, I feel for any country that does not yet have access to Spotify. But when you do, make sure Archetypes is the first one that you sign up to follow. Yes. Hey, V. Thomas, how are you? Hey, Sherry Ware, how are you? Thank you, Church Nelly. Whatever love means. That's what he said on his engagement interview with Diana. Whatever love means. Right there, I was like, what? I was young too, but still. Living in the triangle, how are you? But not loved enough to call off the dogs. Exactly. Exactly. So, as I said, until they call off the crazies, they are in that same bucket. The calls are coming from within. Diane, tide is turning. Folk are not only booing, but telling unroyals off to their faces these days. Oh, yes. King C3 got a full earful from the man who was like, why should I can't even, it's hard for me to heat my home and I'm going to pay 100 million, like towards 100 million for a coronation. They need to scale that back because riding around in a gold carriage right about now is not the right picture that you want to portray, because that's truly out of touch. The gold piano, I would say melt that thing down and give the money back to the countries from which it was stolen, the gold. But let me behave. Let me move on. Let me go through comments. Marshara, the use of the word scheme is trying to throw dirt on Meghan. Only the unintelligent will fall for it. Thank you. Okay. I saw the headline that, you're reading, and I was like, okay. And then when I got there, I was like, really? You had to leave that as the word? Anything to sell, their magazine, papers, or whatever, clicks. I only take screenshots. I am not clicking on your stuff. Let me tell you that right. Basically, and yet that is seen as a bad thing. And what is the newest Princess of Wales doing? Is she coming up with 5 more questions that'll be released in 10 years? I'm just asking that question. What is she doing? Who cares what clothes she has on? Because those clothes don't make the person. Tier, I think Meghan's podcast is too much for those mediocre people on that island to understand. They'll never get it. Oh, they get it. And it just kills them that one of their roses is not doing the same. Because my understanding is, I want to say it's Harry's favorite cousin. I'll put it that way. One of Randy and Joan is saying via Speaks. So they need to stay and be the only ones right now in that garbage can. But yeah, I click on a comment and then it takes an hour, it feels like, for it to show up. Ooh. from the other Elaine. Those folks at the top of the chain will not forgive Meghan for getting the prize that was. I'm not even. Ooh, what was about to fall out of my mouth? Let me sip some tea. Wait one moment, please. Let's not pretend that Harry was a monk. But yeah, there were none that really caught his eye and his mind eye specifically. So Meghan's intelligence, her confidence, all of that captured him. And he was like, this one will not get away from me. Okay? This one will not get away. This is the one. Yeah. Yep. Elaine, this country is going to hell in a handcart with flames shooting out. I'm just saying, with flames just shooting out. Yes. I do hope that some of you did see the YouTube short that I had shared with channel members, so those newer members can still see it, because you just have to go through and look for the post. And yeah, I had the link. I think that was 2 Sussex Saturdays or last Sussex Saturday. That was the best. The Queen trying to get into heaven. Yeah. Ooh. Gwendolyn. Absolutely, Charles is a weak wimp of a man, and William is the same. Sip tea. Oh my. Sherry, we're not to mention all the nasty comments on Bird app saying evil things about Meghan's I'm not going to say the word. Y'all know it. You see it. Philanthropy. I can't even say the word today. I'm a hot mess right now. Hey, Anna, how are you? How you doing? Yes, we found that in having a conversation, but it was in Spanish. Ooh, okay. Cookies and cream. I don't like the way the word is used in the title of the Independence article. What Meghan is doing isn't a scheme. Exactly. Just have to put that shade on anything she says or does. Stop it. It's insane. It is insane. Her podcast is empowering people to truly speak their truth and speak about painful situations that they have moved past, but they're speaking their truth. What did she say that was so bad? Nothing. At least not to me. But I agree. I thought it was just, I can be a little hard and I read too much into things. I just, am I being dramatic, or is that really how I should be taking this? I'm glad you all have seen the same. Each night, it's shining a light on how little those others are doing. She said to them that she was coming there and she was coming to work. I'm not sure. Well, they didn't know the meaning of work. If you're upset with an email of someone that's still working on a different time zone, when she first arrived and you're getting emails at 5 a.m, it's not that you have to be up at 5 a.m, but I would think that when you arrive to the office, hopefully by 8 or 9, I'm sure of some of them, it was like noon. What do you mean? Oh, this email was sent 7 hours ago? I'm just... Yeah. Sunshine, who do you think would be the guest this week on Archetypes? I don't know, because I listened to it several times. I'm like, did I miss something? Did she not mention who was going to be the guest? It's going to be someone good. I'm not sure. And since there are no leaks, I don't think we're going to know until Tuesday. Who do you think it's going to be, Sunshine? Who do you think it's going to be? Elaine, I've got no heating on. I have a blanket instead. See? See, here you go, Sherry, with the word again. This time I think I can say it. I can't get that the same people talking ish about Meghan's philanthropy, I can't say it, but you never see or hear them doing anything to help their fellow man. It's jealousy, pure and simple. It is. But, mediocrity works for a certain pigment. I'm just going to say that because there's truly not much aside from 70 years on the throne that was spoken of that the queen really changed lives. Oh, so you did away with the quote empire, but you created the Commonwealth to hold on to those countries, hold control. They have to come to you. You're still on their money. They have to curtsy, bow, do whatever it is when you come to town. Didn't let go. How did she progress women? Being born and the rules being changed for her because she was a female, and at that time they were skipped for males. So there would have had to be a relative somewhere in the line, probably another relative somewhere, that would have been the rightful heir if her father hadn't changed the rules. So what did she do to progress women? Okay. Elaine, Charles should pay for his own party or give the money to the needy in the UK. Celebrate compassion, not a crown. It's all about the crown. I'm sure if they could sit and spin on that thing, they would. Did you see their eyes carefully watching the man as he was taking them off, the scepter and all that off, the queen's coffin? That was just, he was like salivating. My opinion. Okay, there you go. Daphne, the popularity and stability of the institution is the Sussexes. The world knows that. Yes, they do. Sylvia, question. Didn't the organization that Archewell is partnering with say they got its inspiration from Archetypes? Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Yes. Empowering women. Yes. But to listen to the media, it's a scheme. No. People are just so over the top with the crazy hate for. And again, Archewell is Harry and Meghan. Archetypes is Meghan's podcast. So only Meghan's name is mentioned when it comes down to Archewell, Archetypes, anything. Netflix. Craziness. Joyce, the UK press just can't get over that Harry and Meghan are gone and they are not coming back for a long while. It would be nice if they would zoom in on for wherever this coronation, whenever it takes place. Gwendolyn, the only thing Clueless Kate is good for is being a clothes and jewelry horse. Wearing her mother-in-law's jewelry that was gifted to her husband, that was his portion, so she gets to have and use that. And then I can't believe the queen was like, oh, here. But I guess with her new title, she was able to raid the crown jewels. I mean, I'm surprised she didn't come in there with the crown on. Oh, that's right. They had it. No wonder they had it bolted down to the coffin. I'm just saying. I'm going to move on because I'm going to move on. Yes. Okay. Miss Viv, how are you? How you doing? What I've come to realize is that the UK people are programmed to believe whatever the tabloids say about the people that live in the UK. To some degree. And I've seen some people in the US, regurgitating the same thing. It is absolute craziness. All right. I got a few more things. Let me get back into the trash time for you all over there. Yes. So this one could be a little triggering. So I'm just trigger alert. Okay. I'm just going to give a blanket. I saw this on the Bird app. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Yeah. Okay. So just to give you, these images were passed around a WhatsApp group, which included serving and retired Met police officers. The ones that are hired to protect royal family, including at the time Harry and Meghan. Okay. So here's one of the images. Please keep 2 meters apart. And it's a picture of a white mom and child, and the 2 meters apart, and it's pointing to a dark-skinned male. And it's a child. It looks like a child. So these are the pictures that the Met Police were passing around. I don't even have WhatsApp, so, or I don't even want it. This one took me out. So it's a picture of Harry and Meghan, and there's the little bubbles. For those that are only listening, it says, it spells your name, and from Harry's mouth, and it says, and yours. And then there's certain letters with the N word jumbled, but you get it. And these are the people that are supposed to be protecting. Yeah, he would do better having his own private force hired, brought in from, the U.S. And then this one is of a bear, Met Police bear, basically, I guess, choking out a doll that it's like a minstrel doll, the red lips, the afro. So, yeah, that's the police force. King C3. Do better, sir. Do better. Get all them folks together. If you, quote, love, end quote, your son, both of them, and your daughter-in-laws. Call off your dogs. That's all I'm going to say. Call off your dogs. All right. So that's all I have in trash time. And yeah. Diane, Elaine, the former mistress, might have been an aristocrat, but Mumbles was not. Yeah, and she caught heat for that. So, Joyce, she went to the hospital the other day to visit new mothers and didn't bring anything but a smile. She didn't bring gifts, or at least have it set up that each of the moms would receive a basket of essentials or something. Yeah, she cares about y'all. Hey, Annie, channel member, aka squad bartender. Just saying. Sylvia, Mrs. V.S. Harry had the full package and he knew it right away. Yes, he did. Sherry, you are right. Harry said, got to put a ring on it. Quickly. I'll just say this. When that black girl magic got him. Okay, moving along. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Life goes on. Steam rice and all. Okay. Let me behave myself. Diane, Chelsea nor Cressida were aristocrats, but likely would have been okay because we already been knew. Why? Yes. Sunshine, are Squaddies adopting Beyonce's Alien Superstar as an official Megan anthem? You can if you wish to. She said that was her princess. So, hey, you can if you wish to. Hey, Blue Eyes, how are you? Oh, Joyce, absolutely. And she's not raising her own children, such a phony. Oh, I tell you. Sherry, VS speaks royally. I have a hard time pronouncing. Oh, see, but you keep using them. I see what you're doing. Philanthropy. Woo! Look at that. When I didn't think about it, it just rolled right off. There you go. Philanthropy. Sometimes, the brain takes a little bit. I'm on my second cup of tea. I might need to. Oh, and Kuja's very quiet recently. We're moving her. She's slept outside of the kennel the last 2 nights. She's done a wonderful job. She's becoming a big girl. But I had to lock her in there because I wasn't sure how she would react if a car rolled past, like the mail person. Diane, was that Ireland or Scotland where the lady told Mumbles to go home? I believe that was in, it was in Scotland, wasn't it? I don't know if they've been on. I don't know. Tell you, I don't know, Diane. Wherever it was, kudos, kudos. Actually, where's I thought they were in Wales, so I thought that's where they went. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it was Northern Ireland. There you go. I need to hear someone in with the Irish, full Irish. I say accent, but you know what I mean. Say it so I can just, yes, I can love on that. Just hearing that roll out. Go back home. Woo! Alrighty then. Yeah. Yes, and happy birthday to Special K. If you're out there, happy birthday to you. Hello, hello, hello to all those who have come in and joined. Thank you for being here. Hit thumbs up. Good to see you. Hopefully, all those that are visiting for the first time, hopefully you hit the subscribe button and you hit the notification bell so you know when I go live again. And if you're Squaddie, that you definitely join Sussex Saturday. But a funeral, but the royals want to control what is shown. And him up our TVs for the entire 10 days. King C3, can you make arrangements that yours happens within like a 3-day window? There to really should not be all of this, you know. Okay, I'll give you 7 days from the time that it's announced to when you're. Sylvia Dixon only used to working from 9 to 12 daily. Ooh. How are you? Hello, Sharon. Trina's motivation. Hello, 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 hello. Lost her lashes, I believe, crying. Taking no prisoners. Correction. QE2 did change lives for the worse as Africa, India. But you would think that it was like the best thing since sliced bread. There you go. Out too much with the big audience. Awesome. Hope everyone remember to hit the thumbs up. I hope so too. And it's okay. They're in here loving, the engagement. Some, I guess, like to see the number of thumbs up. I'm not sure why. Just hit it and keep it going. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Side piece come up from mistress to queen consort to queen. Well, she doesn't really have any power, and she was raised. That they couldn't, it was paused. Thank you, Cookies and Cream, 7 months. Yes, I love you. So I missed the others. Let me see if my sis sent them to me. No, but that's okay. I appreciate you all. I really do. You have no idea. Hey, Weaves World, how are you? Hi to anyone else. Hey, Benjamin, Margaret, please understand if I didn't say your name, charge the eyes, not the heart. I am scrolling through a massive amount of comments and I'm seeing names as I'm. So I mentioned why my internet is acting cray-crays. Yes, it has been all week, and I even contacted my provider to say, hey, well, I work from home, so it going in and out is not conducive, but just bear with me. I'm going to get off in a little bit, so because I know it can be annoying. Oh, I feel bad because on, StreamYard side, it doesn't show that it's gone out. So I'm not aware of it until I pop over and look. So yeah. And no, I'm not muting myself. It's just the internet. So on that note, let me see. Yeah. On that note, since it is going in and out and it's becoming disruptive, and I do apologize for it, I am going to say, oh, is it Thanksgiving in the UK? Okay. Yes, and 8 months membership to H Night. I'm going to throw in my music. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, let me wish everybody thank you for having the patience to hang in there, even with the crazy in and out of my internet and my voice. I do apologize for that. Love you all. Please take care. Be safe. Be well. See you all soon. Bye.